After researching peak performance for 2 years now, the biggest thing I realized was humans are actually built for peak performance. They're built to actually perform at their highest potential. And the reason why your brain just loses focus in the afternoons is not because of your circadian rhythm or anything like that. It's something you can actually change right now. The cookie cutter focus actually won't save you. The Pomodoro technique won't save you. But this system I'm about to go over that worked for all of my clients took me from being able to focus for 5 minutes in a day to being able to almost pull 12-hour days every single day. And while all the other entrepreneurs are trying to balance their business with their 9 to 5 and school, you will be able to destroy them. You'll start to find the work more enjoyable than TikTok once you follow this system, alright? So let's get straight into it. If I ask the average entrepreneur why they couldn't focus in the day, they'll tell me it's because of their 9 to 5. It takes way too much energy, and they're not disciplined, they're not consistent. They would give me all these problems. But after coaching almost 50 people to solve this problem, it's nothing to do with any of that. We're the most advanced species on the entire planet, but why can't you focus? When we go to work on a task or we do an activity, we get so many brain chemicals getting released in the brain. We get 5 of the most potent brain chemicals like endorphins, like dopamine, like serotonin, that it literally makes work on the same addiction level as the most addictive drugs and substances on the entire planet. And this is why you see so many entrepreneurs nowadays who are 16, 17. You literally open YouTube and you see, I'm 17 and I make 10k per month. I'm 17 and I'm like living on the palm or something, bro. You see all these videos, right? You go on YouTube and you see all these people. This is why they're so successful. It's because so many people are realizing their true potential. They're realizing that they can build a business while working a 9 to 5. They can build a business while in school. And I guarantee, if you just pull a picture of any other entrepreneur like Alex Hormozi, it's not the business model that makes them successful. It's not the right opportunities. Of course, that does play a factor, but they all have one trait in common, and it's their ability to focus. It's their ability to crack out 12 hours of work in a day without losing focus. It's their ability to actually stick to a goal for long enough and not giving up. And so I want you to realize that if you solve this problem of not being able to focus in the afternoons or not being able to stay focused in the day, you will become successful. You will reach 10k per month. And I'm telling you that because I've seen the impact this can have on entrepreneurs, and myself included. And so the reason why you can't focus in the day, you can't focus in the afternoon specifically, is down to a few reasons which we're going to go over right now. The first reason is your diet. You know, it's crazy that doctors tell you to eat certain foods when they're fat, when they're not even in good shape, and people listen to this. They take all this BS modern dieting advice and just follow it, not knowing that this is the reason why these doctors are fat. And obviously you eating junk food, you eating all these random foods is going to drastically impact your brain's performance. The next reason is dopamine. You constantly checking your phone puts you out of the flow state. You constantly watching YouTube or listening to loud music is going to make it so hard to focus because the work is naturally very low in dopamine. The fourth reason is no clarity. You don't know what the hell you're going to work on. If you don't know what you're going to work on, your brain will take the path of least resistance, which usually is going on YouTube. It's going on your phone. You know, maybe you plan the morning, you manage to get all your work done, but you leave the afternoon just unplanned. You don't know what the hell you're going to do there, so your brain just procrastinates it to watch this YouTube. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you a bulletproof flow state protocol that will allow you to basically focus throughout the entire day. And I'm not even lying when I say that, because it's worked for every single person I've showed it to, alright? So let's get straight into it. The first part of this protocol is to not eat any food for the first 6 hours of the day. When you listen to these doctors tell you to eat lots of breakfast in the morning, have you ever noticed that you feel so tired after that? You start yawning randomly after your breakfast, bro. That's not normal. You're meant to sleep and not feel tired, right? Well, if you think to the tribal days, you really think that when the packs went to like hunt for food, they went to get food for their families, do you think they ate tons of breakfast? Do you think they just randomly got up and started shoving their food with meat or something? I don't think they did. Instead, they would go hunting throughout the entire day. They would gather lots of food and they would have a giant meal at the end of the day. They didn't die out. Instead, they had insane clarity. This is exactly what most entrepreneurs do. They don't even eat breakfast. And what's funny is they look the happiest, they look the most fulfilled, and they make the most money. Now, the second thing I want you to do is a very similar thing, but I do not want you to check your phone for the first few hours of the day. I don't want you to message your friends as soon as you wake up. I want you to get straight to work. And I know for experience, bro, this can be very hard to do and to not check your phone as soon as you wake up. But I want you to know is literally as soon as you wake up and check your phone, it's game over. As soon as you access any sort of dopamine and your dopamine baseline goes up, you instantly get a crash as soon as you go to work, and everything just goes downhill. And work is naturally very low in stimulation, so you kind of need to operate there for the first few hours of the day if you want to focus. Go check your phone like after like 4 hours of the day, but bro, if you can just limit your phone usage in the morning, it's so beneficial. And what you notice is your focus on the afternoons will also be very high. Now, the last thing I wanted to go over with you is just have some kind of clarity in your day. And this is very self-explanatory, but I guarantee you look at you to do this, right? Maybe you're super focused in the morning and you get all your work done, but after that you don't know what to do. You don't know whether you should spend time I don't know, reading, you don't know where you should spend time working on your product or marketing. And so your brain is just split between every single one. It's so like thinned out that it doesn't know what to focus on, and your focus is terrible. It chooses to go on YouTube instead and just say, okay, well, this is the easier option. I don't want to do any of this work. So what I want you to start doing is spending most of your time planning the afternoons instead of the morning. Because you have the ability to work for 10 hours a day if you wanted to. You have the ability to work 12-hour days, bro. Every single human does. But because you can't right now, it's simply because probably you don't have any clarity, you don't know what to work on. What I've noticed with most entrepreneurs, especially my clients, is when they start planning the afternoons specifically, their day turns from a maze where they don't know where to go, they don't know which direction to take, and they end up getting lost throughout the day, to having this clear roadmap. They have this clear line of where they need to go. It's highlighted green and they can exit the maze. And to be honest, bro, that's all you need to do. If you follow this flow state protocol, you won't lose focus in the afternoons. You'll be able to focus endlessly, alright? So 1, do not eat food for the first 6 hours of the day. Bro, I'm telling you, it ruins your focus. Avoid your phone, avoid simulation, avoid drama. And then finally, try to gain some clarity in the afternoon. And by the way, if you're an entrepreneur who wants to get into a flow state for 6+ hours a day, completely blow up your business, click the first link to join my free school where you get a free coaching call with me and also a free flow state course, alright? Goodbye, have a nice day. You got down to face again. Goodbye.